on his own.
The police have to take full responsibility for that. And please, I'd like to call on various human rights lawyers to help the family of that boy to at least get some compensation. I know the compensation will not bring back the life that is lost. He had his dreams ahead of him. He had many things ahead of him to do in life. But the police must be made to pay for that. And also, it goes back. We must equip the police force. We must train and retrain the police force constantly. It's not just only when they leave the police college. There must be training and retraining every time. And riot control.
No, that brings me to a statement that was made by Peter Obi yesterday on when he was interviewed on Channels Television. He says, yeah, it's in the headline this morning. He says, state police is the way to go. Let me read a bit of what he said. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has said his solution to the security crisis in the country would be definite and immediate if elected in 2023 election. According to him, the states would be in charge of their security under his administration. So having a state police is what he's going to use to curb a lot of security challenges in Nigeria. So I wonder if we have a state police, if the police people will be better trained to avoid situations like this.
Underline the word training. State police is good. You know what state police will do? State police will put more boots on the ground, will put more native intelligence on the ground, will put more knowledge on the ground. And state police is nothing esoteric. The colonial times, we had a lot of local police, even local government police in the colonial times. I keep referring to the book of Professor Rotimi, my very good friend, the University of Test, one of the most comprehensive police historians in Nigeria.
Yes.
But apart from that, you also need to train them. You also need to get a budget for proper training. I mean, you talk to most police officers in this country, you see lack of training. You see lack of refresher. You see lack of attention to details. Because we are not constantly putting training in.
And that is what is costing us right now.
How many new Nigerian police officers have proper understanding of 21st century policing? How many of them go for refresher courses and pass exams? You need to train and retrain. You see, even the American police that are trained and retrained, they still make mistakes. Let alone Nigerian police that are not trained at all. Police need to be trained in every. I was talking to somebody once, and I said, "Do you know that an average Nigerian police should be able to perform a CPR? If they see somebody fainting on the floor, they should be able to perform mouth-to-mouth resuscitation." But I ask you, Mary, how many Nigerian police officers can successfully perform a CPR? How many Nigerians in general can ever successfully perform a CPR? Those are life skills. So these trainings are part of the police training. Somebody was once choking at a restaurant, and I went to him, held him at the back, put my thumb in his navel, and pulled him up, and he spat out the bone. And people said, "How did you learn it?" I said, "These are life skills. It's called the Heimlich maneuver." How many Nigerian police officers even have life skills? How many Nigerian police officers even have that interrogative skill? How many Nigerian police officers have training of technology? How many Nigerian police officers can even use their phones to track, mappings of people? So these are the skills you have to give the Nigerian police force, 21st century training. So state police is not just going to do everything. State police is going to put a lot of, ground troops on the ground and ensure that states have more autonomy and the police officers know the areas more. Then you have to train and retrain and retrain and retrain.
So the emphasis is on the training.
And training.
Not just the
police
state police, on the training.
Not just state police, but you have to train them. And these things come with investments. You need to put money aside for training and retraining. And it's not just training the top brass. You also need to train the mid-level. You also need to train the lower cadre. And you have to constantly train and train them and put in a good policy. And that's why I tell people that, you see, my master plan for state police will be this. I know the government, a lot of the state governors might not be able to fund it. But I would say they should put in the security votes they normally collect.
Yes.
They should put some part of it. Then they should set up like a police trust fund, like the Lagos State government set up a police trust fund. Once people can have belief in the police,
yes,
they will put money in the trust fund. And with the trust fund, if you run it effectively, then you'll be able to run the state police. So when people keep making the argument, how are they going to get money to run the state police? You have to set up a trust fund for police. The state government will put their own security vote, they get into it. Then you will call on well-meaning citizens of the state. Then if they see accountability, then they will put money in it. And from that, you'll be able to fund policing. So the states can now reflect. Because there are a lot of well-meaning Nigerians that want to fund policing. I mean, if I see that you do well as a police officer, then we will be able to fund it. Because you see, when you look at in our nuclear societies, Nigerians pay for private security. I remember there was a time we had a crisis in my village and we had to employ vigilantes. And everybody was levied extra amount of money for the vigilantes to be able to buy bullets and the likes. And because people saw that the vigilante system was well run, we paid for it. And they made some successes.
Yes. Now we're going to open the phone lines before we continue the discussion. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. You can call us right away and contribute on the program this morning. You've listened to all the headlines we read this morning and the story we're discussing concerning what happened in Lagos at a second rainbow, where a young man in his 20s was shot a stray bullet. He was sitting on a bus an opposite direction from where the gun was fired, and he died on the spot. And that's very sad. That is why, according to what Rufa is saying, the police in Nigeria need training and retraining and retraining. Now let's move on to another story concerning the terrorist release. You said it says here that the terrorists released 3 Abuja Kaduna train captives. I was able to watch one of the interview of one of the men that was released, and he said that the federal government did not do anything for him, that they were abandoned, that nothing. In fact, he is highly disappointed that nothing was done. They are just there, and the people that are remaining in the custody, people that are being kidnapped, they are in danger, and something needs to be done fast. But he said that he is not really encouraged by the move of the federal government to even work out their release.
Which is another very sad one. I think the guy that was negotiating that on behalf of the federal government with the bandits, the guy that run a newspaper out of Kaduna or Kano, if my memory serves me right, called Desert Herald.
Yes.
That was negotiating on behalf of the bandits, said it long ago that there had been a lackluster reaction by the federal government. And that hampered the process in general. But it just speaks volumes about the federal government. That people are kept in the den, and despite how big Nigeria is and you have full sovereignty, we've not been able to fish out these bandits and rescue these people. And these people were traveling on a federal government run train, and the Ministry of Transport has done nothing. The question is, how long will government continue to neglect these people? And that's why I tell Nigerians elections matter. Because a government that neglects people should watch it. You are there to serve the people. Are you saying we don't have security apparatus? We don't have intelligence? We don't have what it is to be able to crack or intercept these calls? We can't launch a reaction to this and go out there and get these people out? Or if possible, negotiate, ensure we release these people, then go out there and smoke them out? We must be able to do more. Only today, we just bought 2 T-129s. These are Turkish attack helicopters. From my memory, I know T-129 goes for about $50 million. And if they say we bought 6, so probably the government might have spent $300 million on that. So with all of this, we're buying in equipment and the likes. So is it that we cannot map out and get these people out? I mean, these bandits don't fly fighter jets. All they have are AK-47s and rounds of bullets. We must be able to do better. We must be able to do better. And we're joking. You know why? I think we're joking.
No.
See, an American was kidnapped, I think on the borders of Niger, somewhere along the Nigerian territory. The American Marines coordinated with the Nigerian intelligence agency, and they launched an attack and they released that person. They killed all the bandits. So can't we launch commando force attacks like that? In our military, don't we have special commando units? Like a special SWAT unit that can go for missions like this, that will plan and have intelligence for a couple of months, that will go in there, swoop in there and attack them, that will have precision shooting, that will catch them unawares, that will get good attack helicopters over around the air. Don't we have like a special elite unit like the Marines? I mean, these are the things we should develop in our own military forces. And that's why even our military needs a lot of training and retraining as regards guerrilla warfare. Because what we're fighting with the bandits are guerrilla warfare. So we should go training and get an elite special unit that for cases like kidnapping and things like that, we should be able to get in there and get the people out. I remember the Navy SEAL Unit 6 that killed Osama bin Laden. I mean, I read the book when one of them wrote a book. I read the book. You need to hear the precision shooting. They didn't waste bullets. In fact, they didn't spend up to 3, 4, 5 bullets. They got up there, the first plan, they suspended the helicopter there, got into the place in Abbottabad. Before you know it, saw people, wives and family members trying to shoot Osama bin Laden. They shot through it. 2, 3 bullets, they did the work, got his body out of there in no time. Precision planning. And all of this was being watched in real time. Well, I'm going to be able to invest in technology like that. A lot of people argue with me as they refer, you're comparing yourself with America, that their military budget is way bigger than Nigerian military budget. But at least if our budget is as big as the American military budget, we should be able to do the basic barest minimum we have. It is in this same country that we recovered Charles Taylor when he was about fleeing out of this country.
Yes, I remember.
We should be able to do more. We should be able to do more. I don't think we're handicapped. We just need to invest more in training and more dedication and commitment and get these people out and not neglect them. It is sad that we've neglected them.
Thank you so much, Rufai Hussaini, for that analysis. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can call us and contribute on the conversation. Join the conversation. This morning, it's a sad story that we just talked about. I read it this morning, and I'm not even happy at all because the young man that was traveling or wherever he was going to was just shot. His life was cut short. His only crime was sitting on a bus, and then a straight bullet, something that would have been averted if the police force used something instead of using a real gun, use something else. And you know that there are a lot of crowd there. Good morning, Ambassador Mushba.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, good morning. I'm not doing so great this morning.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It happened. You just want to have a red line. A lot is happening where you cannot find a red line. Just stamina against police. It's unfortunate the kind of situation we find ourselves in this country. The police, to me, I don't just understand. There are a lot of factors where police are not effective in this country, and all brought on corruption. You need to visit their police college. Go there just to see what is going on there. Okay, to me, when someone to join police, what do you have at the back of your mind? Is it to make police effective or to cut corners or to just get the uniform and just start doing the thing? Sure, stamina. So there are lots. I mean, at times, when police go out of this country, they perform very well. But when you come back here, honestly speaking, we need everything is overall. Honestly speaking, everywhere. Because to me, I don't know what is happening. Something is happening somewhere here, which I don't even understand. Is it all military, all agency? Look, Boko Haram, the bandits. We have a lot of intelligent military. They cannot locate. The whole officers are going out. They are ambushed. So I don't know what is wrong with our intelligence in this country. It's like you have nothing like that. Sometimes you have a CID, dress like a madman, go and get good information. Yeah. Where is that right now? Nothing. Not just making money. Go and check the average policeman now. You want to build a house, you want to have a car, no. May God help us all. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Muchba. You can call us on 0700 903 903 903. It's a sad morning for me. It's a sad one here in Lagos because the death of someone is a very serious issue. Something that would have been averted if the policemen, they know that they have a lot of crowd, a lot of people at that second rainbow area, that first dark area, my two area. It's a crowded place. So why would you use a real gun to shoot? Why can't you use something else? Because you're trying to chase Okada riders, because the state governor has put a total ban. So you're trying to chase them, to catch them, and then you shoot and someone just died. It's a number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. I'm going to read some of the messages we have here this morning before I round off on the program this morning. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, what's your name? Where are you calling me from?
My name is Rich. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Okay, talk to me. Okay, we lost the call. Quickly read the messages we have here. I have a message here from Sam. Sam is listening from Okota. Said, "Good morning to you. What happened at Second Rainbow was really sad. Our policemen can do better. Thank you so much." Another message here is say, "Good morning to you. My name is Kunle from my two. I heard of the news yesterday and it's really sad. I saw a bit of it myself. We hope that the government can do something about this issue." Okay, another one here. I think this will be the last message I'm going to read this morning. Remember that we're on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. You can watch us live there, and also you can leave a comment on our YouTube channel, on Twitter, Facebook, and on Instagram at VOP 903 FM. So I'll quickly read this one before we go this morning. It said, "Good morning to you. My name is Miriam. Miriam from Festac. What happened yesterday was really sad. In fact, okay, okay. I think I shouldn't read this. Okay, I shouldn't read this on air. Okay, okay. Let me take another message this morning. This is from Bisola. Bisola is texting from Bega area. "Good morning to you. I listened to what you said concerning what happened at Second Rainbow. It's quite sad, and we hope the policemen will do better." I think this is all the message I can take this morning. Remember that we're on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel and also leave your comments there. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Mary, and join me again tomorrow, same time at 7 a.m. 7 o'clock. I'll be here with the front page review of our dailies, and also Rufai will get to join me also to discuss some of the stories here making the round. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Keep it here. Keep it here. Don't go anywhere. We are the voice of Lagos.